Okay, our next speaker is Mr. Andy Partridge of Kaze.
Hello everyone. I think this is on, yeah. I have a horrid allergy to PowerPoint, so you're going to get some pretty pictures in case you fall asleep while I'm talking. So Kaze, like out of the three titles which were mentioned there, Death Note, Evangelion, and Naruto, two of those our parent company, Shokugan Shueisha, are responsible for. We're also responsible for titles like Vampire Knight, One Piece. How many of you guys have heard of those titles for starters? I'm seeing a good number of hands there. So we started off, I think with a series of pictures here as well. Somewhere for it. Oh, there we are. So Kaze's central, our central line of business, like many anime distributors, is DVD. This is an example of one we produced for Clamp for their 20th anniversary. It's the Clamp in Wonderland set. Not actually available usually in the UK. We sell it normally at events only. But like any anime distributor or such, we've looked at ways to diversify from there nowadays. So we don't just do DVD. We've looked at ways to make that smarter and ways to bring you guys other things that you would like. So if we look at the next slide, you'll see the Arrietty soundtrack. Arrietty's coming out on general theatrical release. I think it's actually today. Today's the 20... so it's tomorrow it begins general theatrical release on the 23rd. So we're releasing soundtrack alongside that. It's on iTunes already, so if you go home and search Arrietty tonight, you'll find it available there. So, we're not just releasing physical media anymore. A lot of people here... how many of you own an iPhone or have access to iTunes and use it? It's a growing area. If you'd asked that about, a few years ago, you'd have had maybe one hand nervously putting it up. The amount of people who use iPhones now are increasing, so you've got this kind of dual strategy now where we release not only the physical CD, but release it on iTunes as well, and we're obviously looking at other ways as well, like Amazon MP3. There's other ways as well, which exist that aren't entirely compatible with anime just now, stuff like Spotify, which requires a very high number of people to make it a profitable venture, for example. But we're looking at, there's endless digital ways to engage people musically now, so that's something we're very keen to do. On another note, which isn't so hard to digitize actually, on the next slide, is merchandise. So this is actually have many of you guys heard of kind of vinyl skins you get for your phones, stuff like Diablo skins, that kind of thing? This is a tentative, it's a not finished work yet, but we've got a UK licensee working on mobile phone skins just now as well for several of our core anime titles. You'll hear more about that soon, so and the definitive version, this is just one of many they've designed for a range of different phones, and things like the iPad, Kindle, that kind of thing. They'll launch in the next month or two, but these are kind of, the interesting thing about this particular one, which is why I put it in digitally, is it actually uses a wallpaper as well on the central part of the phone. That part you see for Shonen Jump Bleach logo on the front, that's actually a downloadable wallpaper which comes with the skin, so that it's actually, it becomes part of the whole design then, so you're not having something random in the middle, or you're being left with something which doesn't fit the design. So that's, so people, even merchandisers now are looking at ways to engage people digitally as well as providing a finished physical product, which is kind of cool actually, and it's one which is evolving kind of day in, day out just now. But the most digital thing we're doing just now actually is on the last slide we have, which is anime on demand. The concept behind that was, we have a platform in France called Kaze Play and a TV station called Kaze TV, but we thought, wouldn't it be much cooler if we brought everybody together, so all the fans don't need to go to one place to watch anime legally? So we're working with people like Manga Entertainment, Bees Entertainment, MVM, to coordinate simulcasts in the UK from now on as well. So you'll see them all come to basically one focal point, so you don't have to go to sort of 4 or 5 different sites like in the USA to get the complete lineup of shows. And this is going to keep evolving and changing over time just now. We had 5 shows in our initial season, which was Tiger and Bunny, Nichijou, Steins Gate, Dead Man Wonderland, and C for Control. The first 3 of those shows are continuing on into the next season, and we've picked up another 5 shows now. So we're kind of developing momentum as we go along, and it's going to keep growing as time goes on. I would expect to see things like, like device integration, stuff like iPads, iPhones, Android phones as well, and tablets being compatible with the platform as time goes along. So we're very keen to make anime accessible to everyone now. So check it out if you've got time. It's anime-on-demand.com.